Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Rose Suhail and you are watching Arakan Times Daily English News. Today is Friday 17 May 2024. Today's news headlines: Terrorism group A is shaking the demographic list of Rohingyas in Mongdo Township. Rohingyas were abducted and killed by terrorism group A in Mongdo Township. Terrorism group A is forcibly recruiting Rohingya youths and collecting money in Myanmar Township. Rohingya villagers are encircled and intimidating the villagers to leave the villages in Budidong Township. Details of today's news. Terrorism group AA started inspecting the demographics of the Rohingya villagers in Nakuya Rohingya village since the last 14 May 2024. Terrorism group AA want all the Rohingya villagers of Nakuya to present at the school of Tongyua in Nakuya on the last 14 May, and the villagers were aggregated at the school on 15 May. Terrorism group AA captured pictures of the Rohingyas as per family members the way the massacre of Burmese genocidal military BGM did, with the name of demographics. Terrorism group AA's strategies for the demographics are similar to Burmese genocidal military BGM. The Rohingya villagers of Nakuya were aggregated at the school of Tongyua in Nakuya on the last 15 May, and they were captured pictures as per family. If there is one person in the family, he or she was captured picture single. The list of the population were also collected. The women were not allowed to veil their faces and bodies during the interrogation for the demographics. All the villagers were left to go after a completion of collecting lists of population and pictures of the Rohingya families, said a resident of Nakuya. A source said that terrorism group A is only having these demographics of Rohingya villagers, not others like Arakan communities and Hindu communities and others. And the reason behind of this demographic is also unable to imagine. This kind of demographics were annually conducted to Rohingya communities by Burmese genocidal military BGM, with the intention of keeping Rohingya communities in illegal immigrants, and this law was launched since 1992 only for the Rohingya communities, and it was discrimination. Now the terrorism groups AA is applying the same method of Burmese genocidal military BGM for the Rohingya communities, and they are also doing discrimination to Rohingya communities, said a resident. Rohingyas were abducted and killed by terrorism group AA in the northern Mongdo Township, Arakan State, Myanmar on 16 May 2024. 3 Rohingyas, including a woman resident of Borgozaville in northern Mongdo Township, have been abducted and killed by terrorism group AA on the last 16 May 2024. The 3 individual Rohingyas are identified as Muhammad Ayaz, son of Muhammad Siraz, Darullah, son of Hali, and wife of Abutoya from Borgozaville Rohingya village in northern Mongdo Township. Among the 3 abductees, the 2 men named Muhammad Ayaz and Darullah have been killed, and the woman, wife of Abutoya, has been in the custody of terrorism group AA, said a resident of the village. A source stated that the 3 Rohingyas, including a woman, are innocent civilians, and they have been abducted and killed without any reasons by terrorism group AA. Terrorism group AA is causing Rohingya villagers to send their children in terrorism group AA and also forcibly collecting money per household of Rohingyas as taxes in Myanmar Township, Arakan State, Myanmar. A source said that terrorism group AA is causing the Rohingyas residents of Sinjiping, Sangrifra in Myanmar Township to join in terrorism groups AA. 40 Rohingya youth whose ages are between 18 and 40 are forcibly asked to join in terrorism group AA by terrorism group AA. He recounted that terrorism group AA began collecting money per Rohingya household as taxes in Sinjiping, Sangrifra in Myanmar Township. The Rohingya villagers whose livelihoods are good have to pay monthly 1 lakh Myanmar kyats, and the Rohingya villagers whose livelihoods are in bad situation have to pay monthly 50,000 Myanmar kyats to terrorism group AA. And if any family can't afford to pay, the family is taken to work in the base camp of terrorism group AA as labor. A villager stated that it is very difficult to pay monthly money as taxes to terrorism group AA, as the livelihoods are uncritical in the whole Arakan state due to the intensified clashes between terrorism group AA and Burmese genocidal military BGM. He also said that the members of terrorism group AA regularly roam in Sinjiping Singrifra Rohingya village and intimidate the Rohingya villagers and pressure them to obey the orders of them. Rohingya villages named Tamingchong and Kapyudong in Butidong Township, Arakan State, Myanmar have been encircled by terrorism group AA since in the morning of Friday on 17 May. A source stated that the two Rohingya villages have been encircled and the villagers are intimidated to leave the villages in immediate, and the villagers are being prepared for battlefield and the villagers are being shot. The Mingchang Rohingya village and Kapyudong Rohingya village have been enclosed by terrorism group AA since morning of Friday on 17 May. And all the Rohingya villagers are intimidated to flee to somewhere else, and many holes are being excavated in the compounds of Rohingyas, and the villagers are being gunshotting by terrorism group AA since early morning of Friday on 17 May. A Rohingya boy was injured due to the gunshottings with no reason by terrorism group AA, and the boy is identified as Lutfur Rahman, son of Atur Rahman, approximately 19 years old. He was hit by the bullets in the morning while the terrorism group AA intercepted gunfire. All the villagers of both the Mingchong Rohingya village and Kapyudong Rohingya village are in panic, and they are surrounded and they don't have any other options to flee to anywhere from the villages, as the villages are surrounded, said a resident of the Mingchong. Approximately 50 Rohingyas resident of Nakandong in Butidong Township have been killed by terrorism group AA on the last 14 May, while they were evacuating to the neighboring villages due to the intensified clashes took place in their villages. Thanks for watching Arakan Times Daily English News.